are they even pregnant? But it was terrible. It happened so quickly. Big learning curve for us. Good morning guys, welcome back to our channel. So this morning we are bringing in all the Angora goats and we quickly need to treat them for parasites. So this video will also be a debrief, a content dump of the last month or so. Everything regarding the Angora goats and the kidding and shearing and all that. So we are using Trigger Strike today for the treatment. It is a lice, I think fly control as well. Yeah, so we are using it for lice control and we'll do them in another, I think it's 10 days or so. I just have to make sure, but I think it's 10 days we'll do another round. It's probably at the start of August. We brought in or gathered all our Angoras from the field where they've been for probably 5 months or so, maybe just under 5 months. Hopefully the wind's not too bad. Maybe if I just hold it here, maybe that would work. We gathered the Angoras because it was about kidding season and we wanted them to be close to home to kid so that we can keep an eye on them during this kidding season. I'm not sure what the exact kidding date was, can't remember now, but it was about a week from when we got them back home. We did checks in the morning, checks at night. We'd go out very early in the dark to see if there was any kidding. And as you can imagine, it felt like an eternity to just get them to kid. It felt like they're not kidding and are they even pregnant? We were getting a bit concerned. So in total about 2 weeks from the day they got back in, when we finally started kidding. Mind you, we haven't sheared at this point, so they've got a full fleece on. But when they started kidding, it was kidding one after the other. There was no time wasted. It was like the doors opened and now they are kidding. I hate to say it, but it was terrible at first because you're so excited for your first kidding season, but it is horrible kidding when they have a full fleece on. These does did not care whether they were in the open, in the wind. It was freezing in the morning, which made it really hard. So they would kid and then we'd have to bring them in because we set up a lambing system, not a very elaborate lambing system, but a lambing pen system, I'd rather say. We had to take them from wherever they kidded and then we'd put them in the pen. And I know you can put them in the pens before they're kidding, but we couldn't tell who was kidding. The fleece were covered, covering the udders, so you can't really see how big they or are they going to pop, or who's going to pop next, because the ones you thought that's going to kid didn't. The ones with the smaller udders, they just started kidding. So it was quite confusing. And then also we had to move from wherever they were kidding. We had to take them to the lambing pens which our setup is not right for that, because where we had space to put the pens up was under roof, and it was a bit too far from where they actually kidded. So that didn't work, and we'll definitely have a different system next time because they wouldn't be so concerned about the temperatures and the weather. We had quite a bit of kids that went into hypothermia, and it happened so quickly. You think you still have time, and that kid is just downright flat. We had to tube them, we had to keep them warm, and then take them back to the dose once they were back up. We finally got to shear. Usually when we shear, we'll wash the goats first, and they'll go through a nice shampoo and dipping solution, and then once or twice, and then they get rinsed, and then those curly hairs needs to dry, and that gives you the most beautiful locks, and you have a very clean cut. But because it was winter, we did not do that.
Was out drinking, looking for the next thing. I couldn't really settle down. Always on the run, I didn't want to slow down. But baby, then you came around. Yeah, you came around. No, I won't let you down. I promise you that I hold on. I know that it gets tough sometimes, so I'm here to remind you, love. The sun will shine on you wherever you go, wherever you go. And when it gets dark, stay strong. You're never alone. You're never alone. The sun will shine.
Good morning, guys. So it's been a few days after we blaze leveled. It's also been a few days after we've sheared our goats. So I'm quickly gonna write all the details on all the bags because we need to combine all the bags into bigger ones and then send it off.
I know we can't predict the future. Baby, I won't lose you. You know that I will stick around. Yeah, I will stick around. No, I won't let you down. I promise you that I'll hold on. I know that it gets tough sometimes, so I'm here to remind you, love. The sun will shine on you wherever you go, wherever you go. And when it gets dark, stay strong. You're never alone. You're never alone. The sun will shine. The sun will shine. Yeah. The sun will shine. The sun will shine. Yeah. The sun will shine. The sun will shine.
These ones are the adult. Why we shear before lambing is it makes the doe really in tune with the weather, and she would rather get a shrub or a safe place that is sheltered to kid, because she is getting cold. Then she knows the kid's going to get cold. And also, it is so much easier for the kid to find the teat when she has no locks, when there's nothing else he could get lost in. So once they were sheared, it was a dream. They just kidded. There was only the odd one that needed help, that we pained, that we assisted. But once they were sheared, it was they were just kidding, mostly without assistance. If there was a handbook and you'd point to something that could go wrong during lambing, whether it's the positioning of the kid, whether it's anything, you can point at it and it probably happened. We had kids that came out the wrong way. We had kids that came out without their legs. There were kids that came out all sorts. We had so many situations where they either got stuck because they were in the wrong way. We had to pull off the kids, assisted the doe during her lambing or during her kidding, and we had to tube kids that were hypothermic, we had and lethargic, and we had several youths with strange teats, and that causes us difficulty. And we even had youths with blind teats, and they're so loving on the kids, but they can't help them. They can't just let them drink because the milk's just not coming out. Mind you, it is our first time, so we probably get paranoid about the smallest things. Overall, we're very satisfied with our kidding, and how it went was definitely a big learning curve for us. In a blink, kidding was over. But we are preparing for our next kidding season, or whether it be the next one or the one after that. We are preparing new fields, lucerne fields. But that will be part 2. And we'll give you a whole debrief on what we did so far and what we're planning to do further. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, hit subscribe and the bell to be notified every time we post a new video, and we'll see you in the next one.